I mean, a lot since I can keep going up the ladder.
Seeing all those champions and wanting to become part of that list.
The drivers are racing aggressive with me, I'll race aggressive with them.
The scholarship is incredibly important. It's obviously the goal for every driver.
I'm going to rewrite what happened last year in terms of that rivalry with him getting the best of me.
When you win a race, it's the best feeling ever.
Field is stacked.
Hopefully this year we can have good luck.
Having the scholarship money to move up next year is really all I'm aiming for.
So the drivers we have on the climb this year, I think they're all in different places. They all have different stories, right? Some of them come up through karting, super successful in karting, and kind of, dove into this level of racing, the first step of the USF Pro Championships, as we would have expected, right? They're going to have success, they're going to have speed. A driver like Ava Dobbs is learning, right? So they're in a different place, right? G3 Argyros, a different place.
Still figuring out the track, still learning. I'm sure everyone is.
It's definitely a lot harder because of all the high speed, and everyone's pretty close together, so it is a lot harder.
They're learning more about these cars as opposed to other drivers like Sebastian Weldon, who's got the full year running the Skip Barber Racing Series. Jack Jeffers came in with a championship in the Lucas Oil School as well, and coming back as a sophomore driver.
Came in and we wanted a change on the car, we made a change. And we liked the change, it was definitely an improvement. We were right up there with Weldon. We still got a lot more time in it.
Feels pretty good actually, a lot of grip then compared to the Academy test day, so yeah, we're looking good.
I always say that every driver's got a bit of a different story and a different target, a different focus on the season. Jack Jeffers, Sebastian Weldon, they're thinking championship, where G3 and Ava, they got to learn. Like anytime they're in the top 10, if they're learning and getting faster every weekend, that's a win.
It's always special to race at a track that IndyCar races at, and also having to race at the same weekend as them is quite cool and special, so yeah, that's one thing I can be grateful for.
Dan was not only a driver for us, but he was a friend, and what happened, a lot of people don't know that morning that he died, we agreed to terms that he was going to drive for us the next year, so we had a ton of respect for him, and we feel honored to be able to help carry on his legacy with Sebastian, and he's done a fantastic job so far. He has not let us down.
Everybody knows the story, and certainly, yeah, it's a big part of who they are and how they're trying to kind of navigate this this world and racing, and it's really special, just even from a mom standpoint, just to see them succeed and see them doing really well. It's something that they love, but you add the extra layer of kind of, our history and who their dad was, and just his own accomplishments on the track and in this industry and all of his racing accomplishments. You have those moments where you're like, wow, this is, it's pretty cool. It's a really special thing to watch, and I'm just super proud of them, both of them. I know their dad would be super proud of them, so I'm just excited for what they have coming, and just excited for the year ahead, and hopefully they can continue to do well.
My ultimate goal is probably to win the Indy 500, but I'd really like to get into F1, so yeah.
Nothing gives you the adrenaline rush like racing does. You miss it every time you leave the race weekend, you're already missing it. Even if it was a bad weekend, you miss it. It starts from my dad. My dad raced back in his time and, couldn't make it in racing. He worked 3 jobs, was living in his car to be able to afford racing. I was 10 years old. And he bought me a go-kart for Christmas. I took it on track, and I just was having fun with it, and I was fast. And he said, you're really good for having not knowing anything. And so then I started racing nationally around the States, became really, really good, won lots of national races, was one of the top karters in America for a period of time. And then we found out about open wheel racing, went and raced the Lucas Oil, won that, met Michael Duncalf, joined his team, sort of never looked back. I think NOLA caught us as a team and me as a driver by surprise, because through the winter testing, I think we've arguably been the best driver and the best team to beat. So it was really just regathering our thoughts, rethinking things, and then coming up with a plan for this race.
So right now we're kind of seeing, again, some young drivers that are very strong, but the guys I expected to be good are good. Max Taylor was going to be strong. He's coming back for another year. I knew Jack Jeffers would be good as well. Sebastian Weldon, of course, coming in with a Skip Barber scholarship after winning the Formula Race Series last year. I think we're seeing kind of the cream rise to the top early. Time to go racing, folks, here at Barber Motorsports Park. Rows of USF Juniors car. Good start, everyone into position, and we are green, green, green. Racing down into turn number 1 and a fantastic jump down into turn number 1 for the leader. Great job there for Jack Jeffers. Moved Jeffers up into second, but a fantastic start for Ariel Elkin. The pressure is still there, pushing hard here. Jeffers running second right now, and Weldon back in 7th. Finishing second's not the worst thing when the championship challenger is now back there in 7th. Contact coming out of turn 4. Driver spinning. That is Robert right in the middle of the racetrack. That was big contact. Wow. Everybody on the scene right now, because that was hard impact, as we said.
I couldn't see the guy at all. And honestly, when they split apart, I was like, oh my God. I was screaming because it hurt so bad. Yeah. Like I saw him, as soon as I saw him, I hit the brakes so hard. Like watching it made me like sick. I was like, oh my God.
People forget how dangerous the sport truly is. Could have been you at any moment, but yeah, it's definitely a wake-up call.
Even though it wasn't the result we wanted, P2 is still a good way to start building momentum. And I saw, my competitors like McNeely and Weldon were a little bit shuffled back, so it was overall, I'm happy with the end result.
Drivers will be rolling out here onto the grid here momentarily. Let's have a look at the grid.
Imagine football or baseball with not having, the steps to get up to the pros. I mean, it's the same thing with racing, and ladder systems, the future.
An event like this one here at Barber Motorsports Park, where USF Juniors is on the same docket as the NTT IndyCar Series, that's the future, right? That's the dream. That's the target down the line. And they know that the Michael Andretti's are going to be, standing on the pit wall watching when we do race 2 right after IndyCar practice. So it's key that they're there. They have to step up. And this is the opportunity to shine.
As soon as I get in the race car, like everything with my life just changes almost.
You're gonna win. You're gonna win this race. Remember, championship. Be smart.
Green, green, green! Racing underway, down into turn number 1, and it's Jeffers into second. Big time bomb move further back. So there's a pass to the inside contact, and I believe Jeffers has gone around. Jack Jeffers around in turn number 5. As I believe Weldon went to the inside. Contact between McNeely and Jeffers at the apex.
McNeely, he just tagged my rear end and spun me halfway around, and then ruins your race in the first couple corners. Not how you wanted it to end, obviously. But at the same time, I'm also grateful because it could have been a lot worse of an incident. You're spun in the middle of the corner and cars, 25 of them, coming at you. It's scary.
Big scrap there for Soto Sharipa with Leandro Juncos and their side-by-side coming out of turn number 5 through 6. Can he get the job done as they work their way down? I believe Leandro's got the inside. Juncos maybe going to the inside here, and he is through. Book it. Move Juncos to P3 with a great run coming out turn number 5. 7 laps remaining. Elkin leads, Weldon still second. Soto Sharipo, I believe, able to get back by Leandro Juncos.
This is a very smart and mature drive from Weldon. As it runs right now, to be able to sit in second and maintain your calm mindset through this whole race, I think is very mature and very impressive from someone in USF Juniors.
What a performance again, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back Jacks here at Barber. Ariel Elkin and Inter MS win again.
Elkin was fast all weekend. He was on his stuff. He drove amazing. Definitely going to keep a lookout for them. They're definitely going to challenge us at the front, but I'm not going to say that they're a benchmark or a dominant team just quite yet.
I think mostly I just need to be better driving behind people because I'm usually, sorry, that's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna lie, I'm usually out in front. I guess I'm mostly driving in clear air, not behind someone, so I need to learn that a little bit. VIR. I have so many laps there, I feel really confident. I think we'll be good in Virginia.
VIR will also have a special place in my heart for it being the first track I won on the USF Pro Championships. It's a badass track. I love it. It fits me. It suits me. So I know we're gonna have an amazing package going there, and so it's all eyes forward on that.